Whoever is in charge of Megan's soft comeback launch, y'all are doing amazing. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What is going on, you all? We have to talk about Megan's soft comeback. That's what I'm calling it, because I just looking at how she's setting her stuff up, how she's slowly coming back, how she's peeking her head in the door. It's just amazing. I wouldn't call it a rebrand. I wouldn't call it a rebrand. What I'm calling like a soft comeback, considering all the things that she experienced over the last couple of years. All of like the vitriol, all of the hate, all the nonsense, all of the misogyny, all of the misogynoir, all of the victim blaming, all of the things that she has experienced. Like, to see her come back, and I love her hair. I'm loving this hair. I think it's a smart choice. Smart choice. I think we're just in a different version of Megan. We're just seeing a different version. I like it, and I feel like that it is unfortunately necessary for her career to continuously grow, because I'm gonna get into all of that. But I'm just gonna do some deep analysis. I've been thinking about it, and I want to provide insight of what I'm seeing and what other people should be looking out for, and how we can support Megan going forward. So Megan has announced that she will be performing for LA Pride. I am so excited, and girl, I am going. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it, because LA is expensive, but I wanna go to LA, and I wanna be there for a week. Like a week, no work related. It's always gonna be work for me, unfortunately, but I just wanna go and experience LA Pride for a week and get my life. She just threw the first pitch for the baseball season in her hometown, Houston. She's going to be performing at Essence Festival. She's doing the things. She is doing the things, and I'm glad that there's no interview or anything lined up. I'm glad that she's not sitting down with any podcast folks or anybody talking about this stuff. She's just out here being Megan Thee Stallion. And that's what's going to make her survive all of this. Now, when I say survive all of this, I'm not saying Megan is responsible for her brand and her image and everything, but unfortunately, we have to be realistic. It has been, knocked on from all of the drama and stuff, people saying stuff and da-da-da-da. People are looking at her differently, but people who understand misogyny, misogynoir, anti-blackness, all the other stuff, victim blaming, all of it, they are still supporting Megan Thee Stallion. But it's not a lot of us. So Megan, unfortunately, she shouldn't have to. She has to go back and kind of get these people back interested in her, so she can not be associated with that stuff, with that leprechaun. She has to. And whoever her team is, Rock Nation, you ain't fumbling. Y'all got it together. Y'all doing it. One of my good sisters, love you down, boo. But he has said, I want Megan to perform for Atlanta Pride. Hell no. Neither one of the prides in Atlanta she needs to perform at. Well, Atlanta has two prides. It's the Black Pride and the mainstream pride. People call it the White Pride. No, it's not big enough for her. It's not gonna be fun. It's a chop. No. The Black Pride, no. That's for the girls who are trying to get their way up, or on their way out. Megan Thee Stallion don't need to be associated with any of that. She needs to be hot. She needs to be popping. LA Pride works because it's big. It's commercial. First of all, it's fucking LA. All the celebrities are in LA. There's all types of things going on in LA. That's where a lot of movies are filmed. Studios are there. LA is LA. Period. So there's a lot of the girls that live there. And it's mixed. It is mainstream. LA Pride is mainstream pride. And it is white based. It's more commercial pride. And unfortunately, pride is commercial as hell. But you have these big brands. And it works for Megan Thee Stallion. It works. She gets to touch the queers. She gets to touch the queers. She gets to like be loved by them. She goes to Essence Festival. She performs. Majority of the folks, I don't know the demographic of Essence Festival, but I think like a lot of older black women, a lot of millennial black women, and you know, I think it's some small amount of, I don't know, of younger black women. I think it's majority of black women. And Megan Thee Stallion, that is where, like, that's where it's at. Like, the women, like, the black women. These are the ones who have protected her, who supported her through all of the things. And some of them haven't. Some of them, unfortunately, have dealt with their own internalized misogyny. Maybe believes Tory Lanez, maybe still a Tory Lanez supporter. You might got a couple of sprinkle of folks who go to Essence Festival, black women, who still support R. Kelly and other abusers and stuff. But I think a lot of like black women that want to support Megan Thee Stallion and also are interested in Essence Festival, it works together. I'm not a big person that will, I've been to Essence Festival one time back in, I can't remember what year it was, probably like 2016. I think it was 2016, 2017. I had a really, really good time. I actually won some free tickets from this blogger. I think it was YBF. I won some tickets from her. I would love to go again. I honestly need a press pass, to be honest. I honestly need a press pass. The girl, like, if the girls who working over Essence, I'm coming, but I would love for somebody to work and do some magic and have me at the Essence. Like, girl, I'm doing too many big things right now. I just did a whole big thing in LA last week. It's gonna get a lot of attention. Y'all girls, get you a black queer blogger with a politic and a respect and understands misogyny. The other girls that y'all be giving don't even like black women. The other girls who y'all be, you know, they don't even like black women. They've been called out for like a lot of stuff. That ain't me. So you did, somebody at Essence, make it happen. Make it happen for me. I would appreciate it. I'm definitely going regardless. And I want to support Megan. And I think this just like cohesively works because Megan Thee Stallion needs to, she needs to be around these folks. She needs to be around these folks. She needs to like show these folks like, hey, you're here, I'm doing the things, like, I appreciate y'all, da 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 da. This is where she would receive her love. It's already been, like, the response around it, like, a lot of black women have been like, oh yes, Megan Thee Stallion, period. And for those who are not sure about Megan Thee Stallion, will go, and they will see Megan Thee Stallion perform, and they will love her personality. They say, okay, like, this is the hottie. This is hottie, like, I like her. They'll go there not knowing anything about Megan Thee Stallion, probably the stuff that they saw, the things they heard about the trial and stuff, and now they're seeing this. They're seeing her performance. It's like, okay, I had it with the Essence Festival and Megan Thee Stallion was there. You know, I didn't know what to think of her, but the performance was amazing. She really turned to, she's a lovable girl because she has to come off likable. She has to come off likable, and that's unfortunate that black women have to come off likable and all the other stuff. That's a whole other conversation. But it is working. Whoever is making these moves for Megan for 2023, y'all are hitting them out the park. Because it could have went completely left. They could have said, oh, we need to have Megan, you know, do an interview and talk about like her experience and all that other stuff. No, because we would have steady saw Megan as a victim. And this is where it becomes complicated. Because Megan is a victim. But in order for a black woman to succeed, to be mainstream, she cannot be seen as a victim. Because people traditionally don't support victims, and they don't support black women who are victims. So this is why you see this like rollout and all this other stuff. And whoever's doing this they got it. I have to give them their things because, you know, traditionally some folks, when they just say, ahead of her, you know, do a very like, you know, personal interview, she would have talked about it, da da da. We don't want to talk about it. And quite frankly, I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. I don't want to hear Megan talk about it unless she wants to. But I don't want her to talk about it in order to receive any like apologies or sympathy and stuff. Like, she's done enough. She's done enough. And we need to understand that, believe victims from the very beginning. And I will be talking about that too when it comes to Jonathan Majors, because I will be talking about that in the video today too. But believe victims, like from the very, very beginning. Because when we believe victims, we allow them access and resources to tell their stories. And if the stuff so happens to be untrue, because it's very, very low that someone is making up stories, or it happens, but it doesn't happen a lot. But we at least give them access for the victim to tell their story, to get their stuff out. If we start off not believing the victim, this is what we get. Let's think about how if people believe Megan Thee Stallion from the very beginning, especially like these big male celebrities and stuff, and artists and rappers and stuff, they wouldn't have to come out here with these half-ass apologies and having to double back down on supporting an abuser. Like, it's ridiculous. But I am loving all of the things like this. Just this soft comeback is just, it's a warm up. It's like a gradual build up. Because if she comes in too hard, it feel forced. But she did a red carpet. She came in with that fun energy, like, hey, look how I was bad. She's giving that. But she can't throw it out. She can't throw it out. And I can tell, and I feel like whoever is working and doing her PR and stuff right now, they're either a black person who understands what she needs to do, or they're a non-black person and understands anti-blackness and misogyny, at least from a PR perspective, because this stuff is very, like, it's purposeful. Like, and some people might say, oh, she's performing in Essence because that's all she can get, no. But it makes sense, even if for some reason that is the case. Like, oh, they should just ask. She could have said no. And the fact that she said yes is very, very telling. Because I wouldn't have seen her do this 2 years ago. I would have seen her do this 2 years ago, but they put her in front of this crowd, specific demographic, catering to black women. And Megan Thee Stallion, she needs black women because black women have supported her throughout these things. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of ignorant black women online, like, harass her over this and stuff, but this is where it needs to be at. She's showing love to, like, the queer folks in LA, making me want to take my ass from Atlanta to LA to go see her, and wanted to go to Essence Festival. Like, y'all know I'm not a girl that's like to do concerts in large crowds, but I want to support Megan Thee Stallion because she deserves it. So, like, seeing even her going back to, like, throwing the first picture tonight in Houston, like, her coming fun, big hair. Like, it's very street. Like, she's coming off fun. The image that we saw Megan with last year or the last couple of years is still there, but it's not there as much, because had she still had the straight hair and, whatever, and doing the same stuff, we would have associated that with her being a victim and the stuff that she did with Tory Lanez. So this hair choice is purposeful. It is purposeful. Like, yes, Megan might have said, hey girl, I want to do something different with my hair, because, black women can. Black women can. I'm not saying that she strategically did it to, like, help, but it is working. And the reason why I explain this is so we can understand the work that black women have to do, and that black women who are celebrities have to do to be liked. So if Megan Thee Stallion has to do all of this, with all of her access and her resources and stuff and her celebrity, imagine what black women who do not have all of this have to do as well. Like, imagine that. Black women can't come out and say, hey, this manager at this job came on to me and made me feel uncomfortable, just made me feel this way, sexually harassed me at the workplace. The manager, let's say the manager get fired, and she still works at the company. Like, it just should be looked at differently. Should be looked at differently, because now it'll be like, oh, well, if I even speak to her, like me, was just so, oh, if I speak to her, she might take that as harassment and and send somebody into a spiral of depression. Megan is kind of in some of this situation, like, where she can't be seen as a victim. And I'm pretty sure, like, she knows this. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if she did know this, but I'm definitely noticing it, and I'm happy to have her come back. I think Megan is very talented. Like, she is the moment. She is that girl, and I want to continue to see her grow and do bad bitch, savage shit, and she will do that. And I'm just so thankful for that. But let me know what y'all think about all of this stuff. I will be supporting Megan Thee Stallion, period. I definitely go to LA to see her, and I want to go to the Essence Festival So girl, let me like this video, subscribe so I can get these coins up so I can go see Megan Thee Stallion, the baddie, the Houston hottie, period. Let me know how y'all feel about my commentary on this video about Megan Thee Stallion. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.